making his way to the ring, and eyes are going to be peeled for this triple threat matchup here to start off our Prospect Pro Wrestling once in a leap year event here. And what can I say, guys? Zack Rayne, I mean, he wants to get things started. He wants to get things going like he did in 2019. And what can I say about Zack Rayne? I mean, the man is no stranger here to the crowd here in Worthington, Pennsylvania.
No, he's adored. He's adored. There's no other way to say it. Zack Rayne is considered one of the staples of 2PW right now.
Making his way to the ring from Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, weighing 174 pounds, this is Zeke Mercer!
Now, when I mentioned Zack Rayne as a staple of 2PW, Zeke Mercer is the closest thing to a rookie without this being your debut match. Zeke Mercer just burst on the scene in 2020 in 2PW, and this is an interesting matchup, Doc. You got to feel with this triple threat match that there's a lot more at stake here for the two men that have to face Zack Rayne in this.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, like I said, Zeke Mercer is coming off one hell of a matchup against Super Hentai. I mean, came up short, but my God, did he impress. All right, now this man here scares me. Miles Monroe making his way to the ring, and again, one more time, if you didn't hear it the first, this man scares me. Why? He believes everything is a conspiracy to him, and I'm not talking about anything political. I'm talking more space. He believes in Bigfoot, for God's sakes, and for some reason, he didn't believe that Zeke Mercer, poor Zeke, he didn't believe Zeke existed.
But why does that scare you?
Because he's just unstable. I've never seen anybody who's more unstable in my life.
I don't often agree with you, Doc, but this is an odd cat. He's an odd cat. I will give you that.
Well, just being because he's an odd cat doesn't mean that he can't be a great professional wrestler. I mean, two of the three men in this triple threat are looking to make a big splash, and they just
triple lockup. I don't see that often.
That was unique.
Okay, Zeke just asked House Monroe why his head is so wet.
It's a fair question.
Well, he started looking up for aliens again. I don't get it. Again, the triple lockup here, and we don't see this often in a triple threat match. These guys, and now Zeke Mercer back in the corner here. Back and forth they go. It's kind of like a merry-go-round of violence.
The words out of my mouth.
And right now, has him. What? Is he really questioning?
This, I know. One more time. Do this. You stop trying to. One more time.
Okay, third. We're going to go back to it. Did you see? Oh, wait a minute now. Hammerlock.
Who has the? Okay, someone. Okay, so this is a lot.
It's like
Zeke has Zack Rayne. Don't go there, please. Jesus, don't go there. Human centipede. Ty, you went a little R-rated there for us.
It's a little bit of a family show there, Ty.
There is a Lego set out, but anyways, oh, just see the agility both of Rayne and Monroe there. Oh, they missed that double climb at the end. Zeke Mercer double drop kick. Like I said, this youngster's impressive. My God, he took them both out for that.
The fact that Zeke Mercer was able to survive whatever weird hammerlock.
Ooh, shot to the gut. Another one misses him. It's like I'm watching Rocky and Apollo going at it.
Which
Big
one?
knee.
One or two?
Let's go with two.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Watch Zeke Mercer go. My goodness, it's like watching Enter the Dragon all over again. The ropes he goes, swings him around. Beautifully execute hooker onto there.
Zeke Mercer showing me something right now. He's showing that speed that champions have.
I mean, he is just taking both his opponents out, but you guys got to understand what's going through the mind of Zack Rayne right now, because of any of these three, he has a lot to prove. I mean, you have two youngsters trying to make a name for themselves, and they could definitely make a name for themselves if they defeat a veteran like Zack Rayne. And spinal tap by Monroe, and the conspiracy taking Mercer out of the equation for a minute. But here comes the White Rabbit, Zack Rayne. The conspiracy
wild.
in the corner. Yeah, exactly. Unstable. There he goes. Another one. And the conspiracy now taking it to both opponents here.
Forearms after forearms.
Has him clothesline and DDT. What a maneuver by Monroe.
So you guys are saying that Miles Monroe is unstable. 1, 2, just a 2 count from Miles Monroe, but you're saying he's unstable. Wait, he's going 1, 2, just a 2 count. He is showing ring awareness that very few people have.
He might have ring awareness, but I'm not sure he's aware where he's at. Like physically, like we're in PA. I don't know if he thinks we are here. He doesn't know where he's at.
Well, the truth is out there somewhere, dude.
All right, Scully.
Up and over. Beautifully executed by Rayne. Oh my goodness, did you see that kick? Rolls him up, has him. He gets that single. We've seen people tap when he puts him in that single leg Boston Crab, and he has it locked.
He's got a lot of torque on that.
But wait a minute, I don't think he sees Mercer. Mercer's at that second rope, has him. Rolls out of the way though. Kick to the midsection. Rayne has him up.
My God!
Power bombs him right on top of Monroe. Holy shnikes. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna see what I think we're gonna see here? This is gonna hurt no matter what, especially coming from the way he has them both in that single leg Boston Crab. If he makes them both tap, guys, 2020 is definitely gonna be the year here for Zack Rayne.
Well, he has something.
Well, no, time out. Miles Monroe was trying to tap, and Zeke Mercer was preventing him from doing it. Zeke Mercer's very aware that both men are very aware that if one of them taps, the other one loses because of the triple threat rules. They are both very aware of this situation.
Now they're playing a little bit of rowboat here, trying to get over, and Zeke
and Miles.
But Zeke was first to get there. But Zeke and Miles both getting a hold of the ropes there. Give it up to both these guys. That was a lot of determination and pain. Well, here we go. Zack Rayne off the ropes. Suicide dive.
They caught him.
And his spine just got slammed into. And, oh my goodness. Our first plate of chops served here tonight. And good Lord, we're going to go for it again. And it's chop after chop, kick after kick, and both, I think Monroe and Mercer wanting to pay Zack Rayne back there for that double.
They're doing the smartest thing two rookies can do, which is team up on the veteran. Seriously, that's the smartest thing these two rookies can do is team up on Zack Rayne right now.
Especially wanting to make a name for themselves.
Yeah.
On Zack Rayne's dime, you could say.
And that's later in the night.
Do we talk about?
No.
We're not talking about him.
No.
You definitely don't want to mention him in front of Zack Rayne. But anyways, Zack Rayne now sending the ropes. And Monroe and Mercer working together here. And they're clicking, guys. I mean, maybe these two could maybe consider a tag team? Big spinal tap again.
But at some point, somebody's going to have to make the decision to end that.
Well, wait a minute. They're trying to talk it over here.
Looks like
Has him. Oh, my goodness.
Looks like they're trading spinal tap kicks, trying to one-up each other. Is Zeke trying to teach him how to do a spinal tap?
Yeah, I mean, Rayne's being used as a, what do you call that?
A sparring dummy.
Yeah, sparring dummy. This is what's happening right now. And oh my goodness, kick after kick. Zack Rayne's going to be walking funny.
Did they just become best friends?
Oh no, they're not going to be doing any karate in the garage right now though, Tony. I mean, Zack Rayne is putting it down here. Has them both ready. And the White Rabbit now says, I can do it too. Oh my god, I just heard the back of Miles Monroe from here. And again, Miles Monroe and Zeke Mercer both in trouble at the hands of the White Rabbit, Zack Rayne. Zack Rayne, here he comes. Off the ropes, and oh, he misses. Rolls them both up. What? 1, 2. Who would have got the...
I think Zeke.
Oh, boy. Oh, big forearm.
And there we
to
go.
the
The
face.
marriage is broken.
You got a point there. And here they go. Who touched the drum set first? That's what I'm wondering. Back and forth they go. And Zeke Mercer going off on Miles Monroe here. Oh, again.
Oh, nice step up right there.
And right now, did you see the agility of Zeke Mercer there? He's getting up here and, oh, wait a minute. If Monroe catches him here, what are we getting? This is going to be a whole bunch of carnage.
This is something.
This is happening, folks. Oh, I thought he was going to try to superplex both of them. Give Monroe credit where credit's due. And Mercer, the lone man standing up there. Oh, wait, now. But did you see that forearm? Miles Monroe catching him, delivering the goods. Has him. We can see a superplex here. Zeke Mercer to blocking it. Oh, boy. White Rabbit getting into the mix here. What could happen here?
Miles Monroe is saying, I can do it myself. I don't need your help.
And right now, Monroe has him.
Zeke Mercer's blocking the superplex.
He doesn't want to leave the treehouse just yet.
Wait!
2 minutes. Oh! My goodness. Flip over. Rayne basically power bombs Monroe, and Monroe superplexes Mercer. Holy shnikes. 1, 2, and no! Broken up just in the nick of time by Monroe. I can't believe Monroe even got up after that.
I can't believe any of them are getting up after that. That was phenomenal. What a match. What a way to open tonight.
Telling you, once in a leap year. It's lethal. And right now,
Don't laugh at yourself, Doc.
I can't help it. And right now, a couple shots midsection, and Zeke Mercer fighting back here. I mean, my God, he has just delivered some martial arts tactics that I haven't seen. Right now, he has a... Monroe throws him into the opposite corner. Here we go. Throws Rayne in the opposite corner of that. Has him...
Forearms again, the strong forearms.
Oh, wait a minute, has him. Rolls up, Mercer. 1, 2. Has him. And then Rayne. Oh my goodness, what is this? 1, 2, and no.
I thought that was it.
But I don't know who would have won that.
I don't even care. I just liked it.
It would have definitely been Monroe. I mean, you think about it, he had it. There's a lot of people getting behind this matchup.
This match is awesome. I agree with the 2PW crowd.
Wow, Monroe is taking it. Mercer has him up. It was an airplane spin, but I mean, did you see the White Rabbit took a kick to the face?
That was less airplane spin and more TKO cutter.
Up underneath, off that second rope. Catch it.
There's a cutter.
There's the cutter. Oh my God, Mercer with the cutter, and I think Zack Rayne might be out of this equation, but he better turn around. Oh, big headbutt by Miles Monroe. We saw that last month here, and catches it, flings him over. Mercer's out of it. Rayne, oh my goodness, flip over. 2, 3, it's over. Rayne's victorious. What a match!
If Miles didn't know where he was before, he definitely doesn't know now.
The winner of this match, the White Rabbit, Zack Rayne!
Zack Rayne, the White Rabbit, he is victorious here. Guys, what can I say? All 3 competitors, man, that was a back and forth, just a chess match and a half. But again, when you bring Bobby Fischer to a chess match, 9 out of 10 times he's going to win. And Zack Rayne, that seasoned veteran, that just showed right there experience over pretty much youthfulness.
God, give credit to all 3 men. They really just put everything they have in the tank out there on the ring for these fans. These fans just got a show like no one's seen before. Only in 2PW can you see energy like that.
of the four Hossmen making their way to the ring. That's right. Archer and LeBell, and these guys right here, they have a lot to prove. Bottom line.
Can they win? That's what I want to know. I haven't seen it yet.
First of all, you should really watch your four Hossmen comments. Excuse me there, Ty. They don't appreciate them. I'm just gonna tell you now. Second of all,
they know where I sit.
Okay. Big words. But I mean, these guys right now. I mean, you want to talk about a weird combination, you could say, a weird team up. It's these guys right here.
I gotta say, I met with these guys last month, and I can't put what's happening, but there's definitely a different vibe with a.
All right, go ahead, Ty.
Sorry about that. I gotta say, there's a new energy in Isiah Wolf under the tutelage of Death Proof, and the perfume salesman, I just don't get it. What's he doing here?
Okay, first of all, Chase Gold was here. We all know he got involved last month, and it looks like he's begging to be a part of the pack, you could say. He's asking Bronco what's up. He's basically pleading to Bronco right now about this.
Get in here.
What? Did Bronco just give his spot to Chase Gold?
As long as it's established.
I mean, it doesn't matter. The Horsemen don't win. So.
Wow, the Hossmen.
Calm down.
And here we go.
Oh, drawing a line.
The survivor, Philip Archer, starting off with Isiah Wolf here. Wow, he moved him a couple inches on that one, guys. Here he comes. This is that clothesline. Shot to the midsection, and what a leg sweep by Archer. Has him. That's a kick to the back of the head. And the Hossmen here, you know, they want to take over. They want to be the elite here in 2PW, and I can see it happening.
Elite's already taken, but they can be the four Hossmen. And what the four Hossmen should be aiming to do here is establishing themselves specifically as the dominant force of 2PW.
The dominant brand, you could say. Everybody,
we're not on Wednesdays, dude. Calm down, all right?
Ouch.
Got to shoot for something.
And right now, Chase Gold's in here. And wow. That didn't even affect Stevie LeBell.
They're just yelling your name there, Chase. That will affect you, though.
That definitely affected Gold. And another one. Takedowns. And is LeBell having fun with him? That's what I want. Did you see the cartwheel over? And big shot by Judah there. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. So CJ Sensation.
Ronan looks like he has, or not Ronan, the Ronan, Stevie LeBell looks like a hyena who likes playing with his food right now. He has that smirk on his face. You watch Lion King, you know exactly what that smirk looks like.
Exactly, and right now, Archer off that rope, and oh my goodness, he just came down on the arm of Chase Gold. I think that's his perfume spraying arm there. I can smell him from here, guys.
See, I just thought that was you.
That was not me. No. I actually bathed before the event tonight. Off the second rope in. Oh my goodness.
Do you guys think that Bronco is questioning his decision here? Like, I don't understand.
He's scratching the back of his head. I think he is kind of debating this there, but he's giving him a shot. I mean, Chase Gold did come out and try to help him, and Isiah Wolf last time. What is this allegiance though with Wolf? That's what I want to know.
Well, for the last few months, we've seen that Bronco has taken a shine to Isiah Wolf. Perhaps sees some of that wild style that Bronco is known for, being death proof, and maybe he's taken him under his wing. Now,
speaking of wings, right now LeBell to the top, and comes down on the arm of Gold. And I really think the Hossmen here are having some fun.
Probably, but I think there's two thoughts going through my head right now. One is this is exactly what Chase Gold does not need to happen to him if he wants to prove himself to Bronco and Isiah. And two, this is exactly what the Hossmen need if they're going to get on a winning side in 2020.
And right now off the ropes, sends him into the opposite corner now. Here comes LeBell. Big knee to the face.
Good night, Chase.
Here we go, and now Hossmen sends him over, and Archer lines him up. Big kick. Those kicks, my God.
They've spun Chase Gold around so much he looks like he's going to puke.
I mean, is it that, or is it all the perfume he sprayed before the match?
It could be a little bit of both if we're being real.
You got a point there.
So Chase told me in the back that it will help me lose weight if I put on that perfume, but I think it just makes you throw up, like you were saying.
Have a point there. Oh, did you see Chase Gold take the leg out? Pardon me, Todd.
Finally got the tag.
But the tag is Isiah Wolf, but Chase Gold, did you see the damage he caused before making that tag?
And look at the follow-ups by Isiah Wolf taking aim at every single body part. It looks like he's throwing punches to his head, to his back, everything. Isiah Wolf, this is not the kind Cherokee warrior that we knew a few months ago. This is an angry, declared war Cherokee warrior.
It's a reborn Isiah Wolf, and you can tell Bronco McBride's barking orders from the corner. Chase, when he came out after that hot tag, he's giving him some advice. Bronco's really acting as a leader to these two young men, trying to make a difference.
But we all have seen Bronco McBride in this ring, and I mean, who wouldn't want advice from Death Proof Bronco McBride? I mean, Wolf and Gold are, they're taking everything they can from Bronco and just to be better at what they're doing. And right now, you can see that aggressiveness of McBride and Wolf right now. And hell, look at Go! That armpit. Oh my goodness.
He just took him to Pity City.
Oh.
Shades of the Nasty Boys from Chase Gold right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
mixed
probably
with the model Rick Martel, if you really count the perfume. Oh my goodness.
That'd be a weird. Anyway.
Just saying. And right now, look at this, the aggressiveness.
And
Stevie doesn't look like he's smiling right now like a hyena.
Well, LeBell is in the wrong corner right now.
He is.
If you talk about cutting the squared circle in half, they have cut it completely in half, and they have shoved him in the farmost corner. It might be 10. It's only, 16 feet to Philip Archer, but it could be 15 miles right now.
I mean, look, they're just the fresh tags, the constant teamwork, these two. And I mean, hell, this is impromptu with Chase Gold. I mean, give credit where credit's due.
Literally what I was thinking. Which team is the makeshift tag team here? Is it, you couldn't tell if you've never seen them wrestle before. They're doing it, executing to perfection.
If you think about it, though, Archer and LeBell did start off strong, but right now it's all Gold and Wolf here. And wow, walks on his hands and just lands that right down on LeBell. And Chase Gold needs to quit gloating and stay on top of Stevie LeBell. And LeBell trying to crawl over here. Again, 15 miles, Tony. You saw it right there. I mean, that beating is taking its toll on the man known as Ronin. Chase Gold again. Swinging at the neck of LeBell. Now,
oh,
big kick.
He's out. LeBell is out like a light. This
Rolls
is
him.
over.
2 and no. Archer breaking it up, and I'm surprised LeBell is even he's starting to move around. I mean, he's not completely out, Tony, but yes, that the light was off for a couple seconds.
Click, click.
He's just running on instincts now. He is out. He doesn't know where he's at. He's just trying to happenstance get to the right corner.
And right now, the crowd trying to get behind the Hossmen, the rally here. But right now, Gold and Wolf keeping it. Oh, wait a minute. The power of LeBell stopping both of them. I mean, they wanted to. Oh, big knee. That martial arts background sends him.
Chase Gold. No!
What a kick to the back of the head. LeBell has to make a tag here. He has to tag in the survivor, Philip Archer.
Well, LeBell with some fighting spirit there, kicking out of the suplex and getting a kick in, and now he's gotten the tag to Philip Archer.
Here comes Archer. Big forearm. Big clothesline, and Look at the Survivor go. European uppercut. Did you see how his body just contorted when he did that? Oh, Bronco McBride's beside himself out there. He not want to see this.
Forget about Bronco. Archer is on the warpath right now.
Oh, I'm not taking that away from him, Tony. All I'm saying is Bronco McBride is trying to recollect here and get his soldiers in order. And oh my goodness, sending LeBell into the solar plexus. Gold removed from the equation, you could say. And here comes the Survivor. Philip Archer over. Has that clothesline in, and good Lord, he came in like a night train there.
What was that voice you did?
I just wanted to try it out.
Don't do it again.
Oh, come on now.
Try and fail.
Philip Archer. You didn't like that?
Stop it. Oh, anyways. Well, now LeBell is on the top rope.
Can
He is
lands
the
it?
legal man.
Oh, smash lands it. Can he get the pin? Rolls him over. 1, 2, 3. It's over. And for some reason, Chase Gold was...
The Survivor, Bill Archer, the Rodin, Stevie LeBell, the 4 Hossmen.
Basically, there's your win there, Ty, by the way. And second of all, what can I say? I mean, Gold and Wolf gave it their all, but it just wasn't enough to handle the force, which is the 4 Hossmen. What can I say?
I mean, I'll give it to you. They got to win, but I won't get impressed until it starts becoming a habit.
I mean, the Hossmen won. That's it. That's what they needed right there. Chase Gold didn't exactly help Bronco McBride teach Isiah Wolf, and now
Wait a minute, in the ring now, Broncos pushes. I think Chase Gold. Do you think that do you think he failed his tryout? You could say.
I know he didn't fail spelling because saying his own name, but he definitely failed tonight. Don't overdo it. We might have been overdoing it a little bit.
It feels
Introducing speaking his favorite from the great God himself, weighing at 210 pounds, he is the savior of professional wrestling, the Rev Ron Hunt.
The savior of professional wrestling, Rev Ron Hunt, coming to this. And if we want to talk about blood feuds, this is it. Rev Ron Hunt, Joey Moses, the Lebanon Dawn, 2 out of 3 falls, and this is to end it all, baby.
What could I say? The rubber match, you could say, here in 2PW. Prospect Pro Wrestling. Ron Hunt is just, he's on a warpath this year, but one barrier that I can say has definitely been the Lebanon Dawn, Joey Moses. It's been pretty much a battle of who can outdo the other.
You know, and this has become about as personal as humanly possible. And there is no amount of money, of fame, of power that either of these men can get that's going to change. Both of them just want to hurt each other.
Waits for the Lebanon Dawn, Joey Moses, a man who's just unsettling and wait a minute. Oh my God. Rolls him up. 1, 2. Oh, that was 3. That was not a 3. Come on, Ty. Rolls him over. 1, 2, and no. I mean, they caught it off. I mean, hell, LeBell didn't even ring, and Lebanon Dawn dressing up like a fan of Ron Hunt.
Well, it's very apropos, Doc, because they've been doing mind games for months now.
Well, now they're nose to nose, and these two, I mean, this has been months in the making. Back and forth they go, shot after shot, forearm after forearm, and right now Ron Hunt taking it to the Lebanon Dawn. Sends Hunt to the ropes now. Up and look at the agility of Ron Hunt, and bam! Catches him with that hard right. And right now he's off on his feet here and up and over. 2 out of 3 falls. Ron Hunt taking on Joey Moses. Joey Moses now kicks him. Oh, did you see Ron Hunt's face bounce off the barrier here in Prospect Pro Wrestling? Those things are not rubber, folks. And right now, Moses taking it to Ron Hunt. Ron Hunt's down on the ground. I mean, did you see those kicks? Just nothing but punishment. And we've seen the Lebanon Dawn dish out nothing but punishment. And my God, what a hatred these two have for each other. And right now, has him is back against the hardest part of the ring. And oh, that was 2-hand chop right there. 2-handed.
Look at Rev's eyes just shot out of his face.
You could hear the echo from that impact.
I mean, we felt it from here, guys.
I mean, we do have sound canceling headphones, and we even heard it through our headphones. So that's something.
And right now, did you see Lebanon already starting to play mind games? A little slap here, now choking the life out of Ron Hunt.
Now, just because this is 2 out of 3 falls doesn't mean that you can't lose via DQ. You can lose a singular fall to a disqualification and still have those other 2 falls. So the first fall is always interesting in that it's the most rule bending of the 3 falls in a traditional 2 out of 3 falls match.
And right now, Ron Hunt trying to fight back. A couple shots in the midsection. And oh, Joey Moses taking that away with 1 knee.
One thing I wanted to bring up to you guys is just think about this. If they didn't interfere in each other's qualifying matches, could we possibly see one of these two as our champion right now? There's a lot on the line in this match.
Yes, there is an alternative universe where both Joey Moses and Rev Ron Hunt are the 2 PW Top Prospect champions. But we're in this universe and we're watching these 2 try to settle the score.
Thanks, Miles. Monroe.
Okay, first of all, we're not going to talk about that. Tony, put away your fake Infinity Gauntlet. But back to what I'm saying. That knee driven into the back of Ron Hunt and Joey Moses, a lot of hatred. I mean, these guys didn't just cost each other title opportunities. These guys have costed each other a couple other things, including physical health.
Well, they hate each other so much that they've paid referees multiple thousands of dollars, both of them, to screw the other one over. Don't forget that.
And right now, Lebanon Dawn in trouble. Wait, misses him. Has Rev up. Look at that, just driven those elbows into the back of his head. Ooh. Kick to the chest. Here comes Hunt. Off the ropes, trying to get the momentum back. Flips him over, Destroyer. 1, 2, 3. The first fall to the Rev.
First fall, the Rev, Ron Hunt.
Ron Hunt won that, but look at Hunt clutching the ribs right now, guys. I mean, I think that came earlier in the match. I mean, Joey Moses, knocked him off the side of the ring, and he fell and hit that barrier. Hunt is still feeling the effects of that, but I think Moses is really feeling the effects of that Destroyer. It cost him the first fall of this matchup.
Well, the big thing is having the advantage of winning the first fall. That's the huge thing.
And right now, Moses just yanked that throat of Ron Hunt right over that top rope and just dropped him.
One thing that I will say that I like is Joey Moses took the first fall, the first L, right? But he's still being very composed and calculated because he knows that he can get 2 more right
I
after that.
don't know if it's composed. He looks to be very, very aggravated in his thrusts and very sporadic. I don't know if he has the same poise that he had during the first section of this 2 out of 3. Look at this. He's choking the Rev Ron Hunt, pulling him out of the ring. It looks like he's going for something here.
He wants. It looks like he wants to use that apron. And
these are the desperations of a madman, Ty.
I would just, say that wrestling is aggressive, Tony. That's how it works.
No, I've been doing this longer than you, bud.
And back to the match at hand. You know who's been doing this longer? That's Ron Hunt. And right now he's coming back here.
Lick slap 101.
I think he's asking for one more. And here comes Hunt. Has him in. Oh, my goodness. Holy shnikes.
Oh, and that is the hardest part of the ring that his back just landed on.
My God. Joey Moses basically modified bottom.
Bookend rock bottom, whatever you want to call it.
Good Lord. Just drove Ron Hunt into it. Now drives his face. into the ring post there, excuse me.
Well, clearly what I said earlier about the Lebanon Don being a little bit unfocused was wrong, because he is single-handedly in control of this match right now. I apologize, Ty.
Thank you for Michael Jackson moonwalking back on that.
And back to the match at hand. I cannot believe what I just saw. That was an unbelievable match. And Ron Hunt's he's clutching his ribs, he's clutching his knee. And I think Moses has found a target, and it is that left knee.
Whoa, did you just hear what Moses just said? He said he was the savior of professional wrestling.
Testify.
No, there's only one. I mean, that's Ron Hunt's usual moniker, the savior of professional wrestling. He said he's going to take everything he can from Hunt. He's even trying to take the moniker from the Rev. That is how bad Joey Moses wants to ruin the Rev. And right now, he's not just ruining his wrestling, he's ruining his walking, but he keeps attacking that knee.
This is a spits on him. Now twisting him into.
How many times have he spit on him?
Hold on.
He has that figure 4 applied.
I don't think that's a figure 4. I think that's an Indian deathlock.
Oh my goodness. You're right, Tony, and he is stretching that knees. That's an injured knee. And
you got to like the strategy that Joey Moses is using here, targeting the one spot.
If you're Ron Hunt, you tap out here and cost yourself the fall and try to just, because it has to be broken after the fall's done.
That's a great strategy.
Oh, wait a minute. Ron Hunt turns it around and reverses it. Now Moses is in some trouble. He is just. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wow. Moses had enough strength to keep the lock and keep it together and turn it back over in his advantage.
It's pure hip strength right there.
Hip and core strength.
There it is. There's the tap out, and the second fall going to the Lebanon Don, Joey Moses. Guys, we are tied 1-1 here.
But Lebanon Don is not breaking the hold, and he has to break the hold. The ref has to break this hold. There it goes finally, but the damage has been done. Rev Ron Hunt is in an immense amount of strain and pain and danger, as now Joey Moses hits that knee a second time, third time, fourth time. He is just driving all his anger into that knee.
And he just drove his knee into the mat one more time, Tony. Oh my God. Ron Hunt can't even stand on it.
At what point, if you're Ron Hunt, do you think about next month and the month after that? What are you going to...
That's a great point there, Ty. At some point, you have to worry about... This is Rev Ron Hunt's in-ring career, but he's also VP of Shane Taylor Promotions, so he has to watch as the single leg is locked in, and everything Ron Hunt has worked on is just flowing before his eyes. He needs to get that rope to save his own life, his own career as he gets there.
And right now, he clutched that bottom rope and did not let it go. I mean, he had a death grip on that rope. I don't blame him, though.
What did I just say? I blacked out for a second.
I know you guys aren't going to like this, but this is right up my alley. Joey Moses taking his liberties as long as the ref will allow him to inflict that damage without getting disqualified. Brilliant.
No, it's great strategy. I will agree with you there, Ty.
Big shot by Moses. Moses now capitalizing, just throwing those rights into the face of the Rev Ron Hunt. And he just keeps on punching and just...
They're targeted punches, too, to the same spot over and over again, just above the left eye.
Ron Hunt's he was keeping himself up there for a second. Oh, rakes the eyes of Joey Moses. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Kick, claw, fight. And this has basically just been nothing but a fight, guys. I mean, nothing but a brawl. But then again, would you expect anything less from these two right now? And right now, charging in is Moses, has him up, sets him on that top rope to Ron Hunt. Oh, a double chop, a receipt from earlier. And now Rev Ron Hunt going to the top here. Can he do it with that leg? Very gingerly.
That's a little bit wobbly.
I mean, can you blame Ron Hunt, though? This is just right here. This is just bravery.
He's going for the superplex, I think. It looks like he's trying to get there.
But did you see Moses block him? He got that other hand on the rim. So wait, has him. Superplex! Wait a minute, Rev Ron Hunt has him still. Goes to pick him up. Has him. Swings it. That's it. Drives him to the canvas. This could be at 1, 2, and no.
2.
You're right, Ty, but calm down there, bud. Only a 2 count. And Rev is shocked because that was an amazing combo of wrestling moves. Lebanon Dawn, Joey Moses is still in this match, and I'm shocked. Shocked for 2 reasons. Lebanon Dawn's kicked out of that, and 2, Rev's leg is still holding up. I don't know how his knee is holding up. My knee has collapsed for much less than what he's suffered through.
And you're right, though, Tony. And right now, I mean, Ron Hunt has a lot of just intestinal fortitude. I know that's a cliche word here in wrestling, but I will say it. I mean, Ron Hunt digs, and when he digs down deep, the man is invincible sometimes.
He's going to have to dig down deep to finish this man because Lebanon Dawn, Joey Moses, is no slouch.
Well, he's also he's no stranger to the rule-breaking handbook and raking the eyes. And oh wait, the referee got hit. Wait a minute.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Did he just
A little double
blow?
tap.
Low blow. And wait a minute, rolled over. 1, 2. No, that's a 3 count. He didn't kick out in time. Moses is going to steal this.
2 out of 3 falls match. The Lebanon Dawn, Joey Moses.
The Lebanon Dawn victorious. Guys, what a bunch of malarkey on that one. I'm sorry. I mean, referee's eyes his head was turned, and Joey Moses with a low blow to the Rev Ron Hunt.
Yeah, it was a low blow. In fact, it looked like he double tapped him, hit one, then the other, but it worked. And that's the thing that matters. The match is Joey Moses' to count as a W. He wins. That sucks, but that's how it is.
Well, I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Joey Moses, no stranger to the Rule Breakers Handbook. But, I mean, what a hell of a match by both competitors, but damn it. When Moses gets away with murder, bottom line. And I think next time Ron Hunt runs into him, not all the amount of money in the world is going to be able to stop the Rev Ron Hunt from getting his hands on Joey Moses one more time. I can't believe that. They're the most and plus what can I say? The most angriest people I've ever met in my life.
They have a combined GPA of 3.9 rates. The Professor, Ryan Dodd, the Vice Principal, Edgar Johnson. Together, they are the Bourne of Education.
Okay, Bourne Education making their way to the ring. And you know what? I am going to get a little personal here. You know, the vice principal tried to give my child, who's here tonight for his first Prospect Pro Wrestling event, detention.
Well, he's been coughing all night. He probably does deserve it. But ignore that part. The point let me bring up 2 points here, and I'm slurring a little bit, so give me a moment. Ryan Dye, the professor,
Yes.
Vice Principal Edgar Johnson,
Yes.
got called out by ETF. In between these, got called jokes, basically, things of that nature. And I'm going to say something right here, right now. Yeah, they look a little weird. These two are dangerous. These two are dangerous. They are vicious, destructive forces, whether it be a child or an adult. And they view themselves as the next contenders for this title, the tag team titles.
Yeah, but they have quite the challenge ahead of them, especially with the rough customers that are about to make their way to the ring. I'm talking about the ETF, the reigning.
Introducing their opponents. Being represented by Bob Lagoon, Dan Hooven, Santana Diamonds, the Prospect Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the ETF.
Of course, you see Santana Diamonds donning the Kobe Bryant. This is the second tribute he's given Kobe. The first one was when he retired. And, these guys right here, that's a $300 shirt on Santana Diamonds right now.
That's a jersey, though.
Thanks, Ty. Thanks for clarifying that with me. But here's the thing. Did the Board of Education even factor in Bob the Goon? I want to know that.
Well, I mean, probably they're geniuses. They probably looked at every single variable, every single factor they probably had. But you have to look at Santana Diamonds, who is an amazing, physically skilled wrestler. You got to look at Daniel Hooven, who is not a technical mastermind. He's more of a hardcore, destructive force. And you got to look at Bob the Goon, who is a goon.
And he's very active on the outside. Don't stick up for him, Ty. You know you've seen him get involved also.
I mean, it's just part of their game. It's how you win.
Well, I'll tell you what's part of their game. You got one that's a hardcore wrestler in Hooven, which, again, I'll go ahead and publicly apologize right now for saying he wrestles with any kind of technicality. And also, that when it comes to technical wrestling, that is Diamonds. That's what makes the ETF work, guys. And we've seen it numerous times. Hooven has, I mean, his last match, he lost a pint of blood, for God's sakes. The man doesn't mind, he's pretty much these two just balance each other out.
Yeah, it really is two opposite sides of the spectrum in ETF, and that's why they work so well. That's why they are the tag team champions of 2PW. You got to give credit to both of these men, Santana Diamonds, Daniel Hooven, for building such a strong legacy despite being polar opposites.
And again, in the words of Paula Abdul, opposites attract. And right now, Ryan Dye has Hooven in the corner there. What? Oh, misses him. And a Dye with a big forearm. Hooven went out on his feet on that one. And the professor, one thing I can say about the Board of Education, do you guys know the last person to get a pinfall on the ETF? Ryan Dye. Huh. Little bit of 2PW history there. And now Hooven pretty much retaliating here a little bit and pretty much getting some guidance from Bob the Goon here. And all right, now Diamond's tagged into the mix here. And again, with the balancing out, and oh my goodness, Dye just balanced him out, taking him out. Here they go back and forth. Good Lord, there went Diamonds down to the ground, and the ETF is going to have to pretty much go back to the drawing board here. Maybe they could borrow the one from the Board of Education.
Notice Professor Ryan Dye is wearing an all-black rubber affair. That is not because he's into some weird things. That's to keep illness away from him. He says that it is very sterile and will keep from getting sick, which he is really worried about when wrestling in February with the flu rolling around.
Maybe that's why he flipped out when my kid coughed on him earlier. But back to the match at hand. Squeezing the head is Santana Diamonds. And these guys back and forth they go. Hammerlock applied by Dye. Oh, wait a minute. Did you see Diamond put a stop to that one? And taking out Diamonds. Now Diamonds has him. He has that locked in there. Yeah, that's a camel clutch, guys. I mean, look how stretched the back is of Ryan Dye. And rolls him off his Dye. Dye was able to get to the ropes there. And Diamond's breaking that quickly. And right now, the ETF starting to, flying back elbow by Diamonds. And he gives the vice principal a wallop.
And that's what I love about the ETF. He's always thinking about the next step. Diamonds hitting the professor in the corner.
I mean, like I said before, these guys, here they go, working together now, up to the top, and driving down is Dan Hooven. And Hooven now going to town here, the Philadelphia native, on Professor Ryan Dye. We have not seen Edgar Johnson in this matchup yet, guys. And, breaker, jawbreaker. And again, that hardcore beat down style.
Brawler style is what you're looking for.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say hardcore beat down because, my God, how many times have we seen Hooven beat people down? And right now, speaking of getting beat down, the referee's back's turned, and there's Diamonds outside there. He didn't even make a tag. Oh, did you hear Diamonds tell the fan to shut up, you could say.
Well, he's going to tell him what snitches get.
Hey, Santana.
Ooh, what a shot to Ryan Dye's face from Santana. Santana now whipping him into the ropes. And a big clothesline. And Santana Diamonds is really showing just a 2 count right there. But Santana Diamonds is really showing the 2PW locker room what amazing talent he has in the ring. Last month, you had to publicly apologize to Hooven, but Santana Diamonds is the 80s. In 2020, he's the closest thing we have to a ring mastermind.
And right now, Diamonds, I'm surprised Diamonds and Hooven even are, I mean, do you know how much traveling they do?
Oh, yeah.
Especially, like, Hooven being a businessman and, well, Diamonds being a partier. Well, I mean, the man was on stage with Cameron for his birthday in Chicago. I mean, then he was in L.A. for business. Only a 2 count. And what can I say? I mean, these guys, they live life a million miles a minute.
Well, forget the traveling that Santana and Hooven do. Look at the traveling that Professor Ryan Dye has done all over this ring, because Santana Diamonds and Dale Hooven are throwing him to each corner. They beat the crap out of him this entire match. This is the most one-sided professional wrestling tag match I've ever seen in my entire life.
I mean, the ETF playing smart tag team wrestling and keeping the weakened foe in their corner.
You got to see every time they get a shot, they're hitting Edgar Johnson in the corner. I saw him get his head off the ring apron. It's just a great strategy, cutting it in half, cutting the squared circle in half.
I'm surprised Ryan Dye isn't in half after that DDT. All a 2 count, and Diamond's covering him up.
There's cutting the ring in half, and then there's what ETF is doing right now. They've cut the ring in half, and then they've cut that in half. This has been such a solid, formulaic process. They are teaching the teachers right now. I'm shocked by it, to be honest.
And I think that people get wrapped up that they're different types of wrestlers. They're not as cohesive as everyone would like to see it, but it wins. It's a championship connection.
Well, that's the thing. They are cohesive, and you don't think of it, but they are cohesive.
I mean, the crowd's actually getting behind the Board of Education, which is very rare here.
Wow.
My goodness. And drops him on his back. Right now, Ryan Dye is going for the cover. I can't believe he went for the cover. I mean, he should be going for his partner.
For a professor, that wasn't the smartest thing I've ever seen. He should have went for the tag. He's been in there for close to 10 minutes now.
Ryan Dye has actually shown us he's kind of clinically nuts, guys. And right now, tree of woe applied here. And now, finally, right down on my God, kicked him in the stomach here. And now the vice principal making his appearance here off the ropes. Drops down. Could this be a 3? No, and Hooven grabbing the bottom rope in the nick of time.
Well, Edgar Johnson, the angriest human being in the world, noting to CJ Sensation, our referee, that Santana was trying to sneak in. Probably the only person in 2PW. Oh, wow, never mind what I was about to say. Hooven with the irate to get the tag to Santana Diamonds. And now Diamonds is going right to it, trying to take VP Edgar Johnson to task for even snitching.
I mean, do you see the Band-Aid on the head of Hooven? I mean, Hooven had one hell of a matchup earlier in the month. I mean, the man lost a pint of blood. I cannot stress to you, I'm surprised he's even wrestling tonight. But then again, that shows the toughness, that integrity of Daniel Hooven. But you know who's showing toughness and integrity? The Board of Education. I mean, ETF is obviously taking these guys lightly, but right now, the Board of Education taking a beating. Santana Diamonds off the ropes. Did you see that? I mean, my God. European uppercut, but done at a lower pace. You know, usually you see that in the corner. You see them when they're standing. I mean, Edgar was just sitting up on that note, and Diamonds has him up. Body slam.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. The 2PW faithful are cheering for Edgar Johnson. This dude has given half of this room detention, and the other half he's suspended, and they're cheering for him.
And right now,
talk about senior superlatives.
Oh, wait a minute. Now has him. Shot to the gut. Another one. And now Johnson trying to take back some momentum here. Off the ropes goes Diamond. Misses that clothesline. Johnson picks him up and sidewalk slam. 1, 2 and no, only a 2 count.
Man, that is a close 2 count, and Edgar Johnson is starting to get angry, and he was born angry, so God, I don't know what upper angry is.
The thing is, we've seen, and I mean, Ty can vouch for this, that temper at Edgar Johnson sometimes just costs his team the match.
It does. He gets outside of himself, and he doesn't channel that aggression into his match.
Right now,
Oh, wow!
I thought he was going to reverse it, but he just swung around like Batman and kicked him in the arm. My God, what a maneuver by Diamonds.
One thing I will say about Diamonds is that he has no wasted motions.
No, that's a great point there, Ty. Santana is, oh, wait. I think Bob the Goon just chucked Professor Dye off the apron.
That was Bob the Goon. I mean, Bob the Goon already, and Ryan Dodd wanted to get his hands on Bob the Goon, and now Diamonds on the outside here. Oh, wait a minute, takes the chair.
Oh, look. Bob the Goon is interfering in an ETF match.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
No.
did he just hit Hooven in the head? Johnson he has a handful of tights, though. Oh, my God.
The winners of this match, Rodin and Edgar Johnson, the Bourne of Education.
ETF ought to be thanking they ought to be thanking somebody, whoever booked this, because this was a non-title match. But then again,
That's uncalled for.
the Board of Education with the upset. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe it.
No, that's not. I mean, you can call it an upset, but it's not really an upset. The last 2 losses the ETF have faced have been the Board of Education pinning them.
I mean, Bob the Goon just didn't see. He thought he had it. He went to go hit Hooven with that chair. He went to hit Johnson moving out of the way in the nick of time. I'm just shocked. What an upset.
Does this make them the #1 contenders, the Board of Education?
This possibly can be, yes.
You know what? But that's probably the best thing for ETF. They know what they're going up against. This was a meaningless match.
Meaningless.
There's no such thing as
Meaningless.
meaningless
Who's
matches.
walking out with the championship? The only matches that matter are championships.
Ty, you got a little brown on your nose. Here's a little napkin to wipe that. Again, the ETF not victorious. And,
Board of Education is.
yeah, exactly. All right, second half here, Prospect Pro Wrestling, and we are about to make our way to the Xander Zone. What in the hell is he wearing? Okay, that's scary. Ty, are you seeing this?
I am, but do I want to? The one thing I will say, I'm a very patriotic man. So I do appreciate the USA, but I do not appreciate the rest.
I mean, Xander's all Americaned out here. I can't figure out why, but uh-oh. He had a little cape on. All right, he's taking off he's dressing up the security here with his garment. But the Xander Zone, I mean, I guess it's going to become a thing here. I know you're a little bit bitter over the Ty Michaels hour, but we don't have an hour to give you, sir. I just wanted to inform you on that. But I do appreciate the sales pitch on the talk show. Just saying.
Is it on? It's on. Thank you very much, Ted.
I'm sorry.
You know, it's a lot hotter than I thought, so I'm going to take off this jacket if it's okay. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the Xander Zone with your host, Xander Gabriel. So before I get started, I just want to apologize. My voice is dying a little bit from some earlier sickness this week, but I think I'll be able to pull out. Hey, Xander! Hey, buddy. So due to the success of last month's Xander Zone, Marshall Gambino has given me the privilege of continuing to interview top prospects here in 2PW. Last month I interviewed the champion, Rodin. and we ended up having a tag match, which we won at the end of the night. Ideally, that doesn't happen tonight because the Zander Zone is a safe place, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. Tonight, my guest was to be Mambo Italiano. A little bit of a mix there. However, due to some recent success, Mambo Italiano became a full U.S. resident. He obtained his green card. He obtained his green card. He recently married a beautiful American lady. And thanks to his patriotism, he decided to open a small business very close by here in Worthington. So due to Mambo Italiano not being on the show, I decided to invite Mambo Americano. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to the brand new Mambo Americano.
Because he makes my scenery and make the dances and a charming song. But wait a minute, something's wrong. 'Cause now it's
He looks like the same Mambo that we know. Holding up that IWC High Stakes Championship that he won. 2020 has been quite the year so far for Mambo Italiano. Bouncing back from 2 pasta death matches and a baguette on a pole match. I mean, what can I say about this man? Talented in the ring, but I can't believe I'm about to say this. He kind of has he has a challenge ahead of him, and that's being part of the Xander Zone. I don't see anything Americano about Mambo. He's still Mambo Italiano in my book.
Are you saying Mambo Italiano cannot be American?
Not at all.
Is that what you were saying?
No.
Ty, it sounded like that was what he was saying.
I mean, that's 100% fact, is what he said. I agree with you, Tony.
Okay,
it was a little weird how I said it.
Yeah,
but I agree with you.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that.
Doc is being very insensitive right now towards Mambo Italiano. He looked like an All-American to me.
Really? Was it the flag?
You don't have to be so nationalistic, Doc.
Okay. Let's get to this interview.
Mambo, welcome to the Zander Zone.
Thank you.
You may have a seat when you are ready. Now, I'm really grateful that you're here. As a matter of fact, as a former U.S. Navy veteran, I am extremely thrilled that you went to the hardship of becoming a U.S. resident here, obtaining your green card.
Mambo is the American dream right now, guys.
So because of that news, I wanted to see if you would whip it out.
Whoa.
I think we need to whip it out right now. Whip it out.
This is a family
Yeah,
show.
let's whip it out.
There's children here.
No, whip out your U.S. residency card.
Oh, you don't have to see that. No one has to see that. What do you care about it?
No, did you guys want to see Mambo whip it out?
I would not whip out nothing. No.
All right, if you don't have it, that's fine. How about instead you tell us the challenges, the hurdles that you had to overcome to become a full U.S. resident here in the U.S. of A.
You want to hear the story, guys? So, Zander, this was really easy for me. You know the slogan, "Make America Great Again"?
I do.
This is for people like me. You know, you see, you can make America great again. You see, one of those people around here can make America great again. Who's gonna make America great again? That guys make America great again? Who? These guys gonna make America great again? This kid's gonna make America great again? Who in here is gonna make America great again? You know? I came from the best country of the world, Italy. People like me gonna make America great again.
Alright, that's pretty uplifting, definitely in your words there. Speaking of America, making America great again, I brought out some peanut butter jellies and hot dogs. We can get to that later. I know that you recently married a beautiful American lady, and I wanted to know, is she here tonight? I think she is here tonight. Is Mrs. Mambo Americano here tonight? There, back there? Mrs. Mambo Americano, would you like to come to the ring and celebrate with your husband here? Do you guys want to see Mrs. Mambo Americano come to the ring? Come on now, come on now.
Hey! You sit down and you take out your real eyes and your fake eyes in your head out of my wife. And no one of those people deserve to meet my wife. No one of them deserve it.
All right, you know, I apologize. I didn't want to step over the line. I'll tell you what. I wanted to ask, now you're international superstar, fully authentic Italian. You've recently been on some of the biggest wrestling promotions in the world, maybe as an extra, but such channels as USA, TNT. What did it take to get there, and do you plan to go back?
So Zander, this was another easy step for me, you know? All these people in this roster, they wrestled for 10 years in USA, and they never got this opportunity. People like me, I just proved everybody I'm the best wrestler in Pittsburgh. Maybe over to Pennsylvania. I make it happen like more than 20 times in few months. And people behind them, after 10 years, you know how many times they make it done? 0. And all of them drive me to become the first ever Italian IWC High State Champion. You shut up! And you know what, Zander? I'm gonna be the best fighter champion ever.
Best fighter champion ever. Well, it just so happens that I'm not scheduled for a match tonight, and if you are going to be the best fighter champion ever, why don't you put that on the line right now? Right now, tonight, who wants to see it? Mambo Italiano versus Xander Gabriel for the IWC High Stakes Championship title.
Wait. Are we gonna see it?
Tonight, in the Washington Center, Pennsylvania, Mambo Italiano versus Zander Gabriel. Yes, tonight, right now, right here. You want that, Zander? You want that? No.
All right,
I'm the champion, and I decide my stipulation. What do you say? You shut up. What is wrong with me?
Okay, Mambo. As the champion, I will respect your opinion. I'm not angry at you, but I am disappointed. So I'm going to rush this next segment that I have planned here. I had some American delicacy, some apple pie that I wanted to share with you becoming a U.S. resident. Would you please bring out the apple pie?
Hey, apple pie's delicious. I don't know what you all think, but it's amazing.
Well, we're American. We like apple pie.
I've had a little bit too much apple
Why is there pieces?
Wait, what did we? What's wrong with the apple pie?
Somebody took a piece.
Someone took a piece?
Somebody took a pie. Yeah, someone took a piece of Xander's pie. It's like it was. Oh no!
Not the pie! Mambo! Mambo Italiano.
I saw that in the back, and I honest to God wanted a piece of pie.
Did you take the pie? Oh, low blow.
Nothing more American than that.
Apple pie than a low blow?
Yep. America.
I mean, well, I mean, I just...
You know, Zander, that match you was looking for right now, for the high state championship, you got it. Zander is winning out right now.
Are we in it?
He's accepting the challenge, but is Xander Gabriel going to be able to go? I mean, he just had his American stars rattled, you could say.
It's for the high stakes championship, I think.
Yes,
it is.
It
Ladies
is.
and gentlemen, this match is official and it's for the IWC High Stakes Championship.
The bell is rung, but Gabriel's not in the Xander zone.
Well, Gabriel is in another zone. It's the pain zone.
He has to get the numbness from, well, getting low blowed, and plus he has to get the pie out of his eyes.
I gotta say, this is really smart by Mambo. Put on the match after he did his dirty deeds, if you will, and is gonna walk out as an American champion.
Well, is Zander going to get back in the ring? He is.
And right now, Italiano taking it to the challenger, Xander Gabriel. Again, this is for the IWC High Stakes Championship. Right now, Italiano sends Gabriel in pretty much like a flying forearm, you could say, but it was a whole body forearm. And right now, Italiano sends him in face first off the turnbuckle. Gabriel doesn't even have wrestling gear, guys. I mean, is this... It's a
Asking you shall receive.
Yeah, Zander asked for this. He got it. It's not Mambo's fault that they don't have a match, or he's not in his gear. Is that what is that? Is that more pie? No, it looks like it's a hot dog.
Oh, those are Twinkies. No, those are Twinkies, guys.
Are
Those
Twinkies.
were Twinkies.
As a big man, I will say that I am very impressed with Mambo always having food around.
I give credit where credit's due to Ty, and right now, Gabriel trying to come back here. Reversal into the corner. Xander trying to correct his thoughts here. And now Xander Gabriel.
Big knee drop right there. Using the ropes as a springboard and then driving Mambo's face into the...
Mambo thinks he's back in Italy, but wait a minute now.
You're not allowed to say that anymore. He's an American citizen.
Big kicks. Big enziguri to the head. And now can Italiano pretty much... Oh, wait a minute. That flag now waving his native land of Italy's flag there. And now, what is that? Are those hot dogs?
Those, I think, are hot dogs.
No, that's Twinkies. What are
those?
those?
What? Something.
I don't know. I just want one. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, don't let those hot dogs go to waste. Those are delicious hot dogs. That's a tray of hot dogs there.
I'm listening to two fat people get hungry.
Hey, don't judge me. And big chest chopping. Oh no. He just slapped. He's slapping him with a wiener.
Doc, PG.
No, hot dog. He slapped him with a hot dog.
Thank you.
Who slapped somebody with a hot dog?
Honestly.
If this was the 4th of July, it would be so American.
What the hell is with Mambo Italiano and food in his matches? We went from pasta deathmatch now to all-American, I don't know, but right now, Gabriel coming back. Here he comes. Oh, he went for that splash. I think he hit his head off the pole, guys.
He did.
Italiano has him. Fisherman suplex applied. 1, 2, only a 2 count.
Nearly perfect with the fisherman suplex. Just did not get the 3 count, but man, that was a beauty by Mambo.
And right now, oh, wait a minute, he has another hot dog in his hand. And now Italiano has it, and he's going to... Oh, my God, Mambo Italiano right now. And Xander Gabriel in a lock, pretty much a lockdown here. Looks like the first tryout video for Jenna Jameson.
Family show.
Sorry. And now, wait a minute.
Is he going to make him eat the dog?
He's going to make him take his own wiener. or hot dog, pardon me. Back and forth they go. I have no way of calling this without it sounding dirty. I'm not going to lie to you people. Oh! Mouthful.
That's a choking hazard.
Hot dog stunner.
Free hot dog for somebody. 1, 2, new champ. Oh, only a 2 count. So close. Mambo Italiano avoided not only losing his title, but a choking hazard also.
You think they'll throw one over here, dog?
No, Ty. No. Back to the match, buddy. Back to the match.
You know I can't think around food.
I know. Me too. Has him locked. And that power of Italiano now stopping it. Oh, DDT. I mean, that was like a snake.
That was into the tray of Twinkies, I think?
I mean, if that's the way you're going to take that.
I legit don't know what food is being
Those are
shoved
hot
in.
dogs. Those are hot dogs.
I don't know what food is going into people's mouths right now.
And now,
That's a choking hazard.
Xander Gabriel doing his best impression of Joey Chestnut there. Oh, no.
Now
choking with the flag.
It's all legal. This is under high-stakes rules.
Oh, no. He taps. He's using the flag and the hot dog.
We just can't win the winner of this match by submission. Still, IWC High Stakes Champion, Mambo Italiano!
Mambo Italiano victorious, and that finishing move was kind of a mixture of Olive Garden meets cheats. I mean, my God, choking him with the flag, but also choking him with a hot dog.
It was all legal under high-stakes rules.
Yeah, you're right. It was all legal, and Mambo Italiano pretty much retaining the IWC High Stakes Championship here at 2PW Prospect Pro Wrestling. And what can I say is Xander Gabriel didn't just bite off more than he could chew.
He swallowed it.
And on that note, we're going to end this commentary.
I have nothing to say.
All right. Now this team needs no introduction when it comes to the Worthington crowd here for Prospect Pro Wrestling.
Introducing first, middleweight coming by the lowly challenger, Ferrari. Weighing in at a total combined weight of 369 pounds. Lifting up totally Futuristic and chest flexor, the sexy, talented dudes, the SPDs.
That's right, Chest Flexor and Corey Futuristic making their way to the ring, accompanied by Ginger and Pump Ferrari. Now, these guys here, they want a shot at Tag Team Gold. They want a shot at the ETF.
Yeah.
And they believe they can do it here. I mean,
Doc was just hit in the face with American Pie, and all over his face, all over his nice Target shirt.
Well, he wanted pie. Now we have pie. But back to the match at hand. SCDs are looking to get their way to the #1 contendership, and this is the best way to do it, I think.
Doc, is it good?
it's in my goddamn nose. Okay. All right, though.
I gotta say, Doc, this is something that I'm excited. I'm really excited to see this team. They told me I'm the best dressed commentator in the business.
They did not.
The Polo Prince, if you will. They didn't have very kind words for either of you two, but I won't go there today. But they never made winning look so good. I've never seen winning look so good. And I don't know if you know this, but Calvin He was a tag team partner with the Man Dime. Makes me like him even more.
All right, let me actually give you some stats here, guys. So, Calvin Couture and Tyler Klein, the Runway, these guys are the closest thing.
So the Runway
Oh, wait a minute.
to 2PW to make a name for themselves. When the STDs are here, just trying to get the ETF, but they keep running away from us. So you can take your sweatshop, name brand, fabric, and clothing, and your Crayola tans.
Oh, low blow.
And understand that the STDs are the main tag team in Prospect Pro. Tell them about it, Corey.
That's got me, Flexor, right? Well, we already know we're a better tag team, better wrestlers than you, so I was thinking, let's have a walk-off, what do you say? Walk-off right now. Let's go.
A walk-off? Did I hear that right?
Let's get the music.
All right, this is going to be very interesting.
It's a walk-off.
All right, I like it. Changing it up.
Do I ring the bell for a walk-off?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think this is pre-show, pre-match stuff. No, not yet. I like the music.
I feel like I should ring the bell for this.
Tony, don't ruin this for me. This is just like seeing it live in New York. There it is. There it is. Look at the hip swivel. Love it.
All right, let's see what STD's got here.
You can't come back from that. This has to be one of the oddest but pretty great thing that I've seen in 2PW so far to date. What's the man from the future have? Oh. All right, little confident strut. All right.
Whoa! Oh, shot to the back.
All right.
Another shot. I think we're about to ring this. Are we doing this? I don't know what we're doing.
He has to gain control before he can start the match.
I have no idea what control is.
The referee needs to get control of this so we can start this match. Absolutely needs to get control.
Boo.
Oh yeah,
That was
make sure
close.
that's bow tie straight.
Fix 'em up,
Yep.
fix it up. Ready to go?
Oh, savages.
Man, well, it looks like the STDs have the upper hand now. Are they still strutting it?
Are we gonna make this official?
Okay, since I got the pie out of my nose, back
welcome
to the
back.
match at hand. Did they really do a fashion show in the middle of the
Yeah,
ring?
you missed greatness.
Yeah,
Greatness.
It was actually really good.
These guys are very full of themselves, but guess what? Check Chest Flexor sending them both into the barrier here. And I mean, these guys are very full of themselves, Klein and Couture here.
And Doc, I gotta tell you, we haven't started this match. There we go.
And the match has finally started. Wow, I was away for a good bit of time there. Leave that right there. I earned that pie.
Okay.
Thank you. Leave it there.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
And now Flexor taking out
Don't eat that, Tony.
Couture here. Big headlock and rolls him over one. And now it's the STDs taking on the Runway. I mean, these guys basically have actually suggested makeovers for the whole commentary team, even Utah.
They had pointers, not a full-on makeover, because I keep it real.
That was there. Anyway, these two are the closest thing to socialites that have ever crossed the Pittsburgh area.
Slides him over, almost a 3-count there. Flexor is taking Couture out of the game here. Hip toss after hip toss. Wait a minute. Couture got him up. Look at the strength of Calvin Couture here. And I don't think he saw the blind tag there. I don't think he knows Futuristic's the legal man here. And now, double team action from the STDs. One thing about STDs, what's worse than 1? 2. Because they'll follow to you to hell if you don't have the right medication.
I swear you have the same jokes every month.
Leave me alone. Don't judge me.
Okay. All right, back to what's in the ring, dog. I got to tell you one thing.
What?
These two tag teams are not the most serious, but they do get it done in the ring.
But you have one team that wants to make it, which is the Runway. They want to, they want to prove themselves here in 2PW. You got STD, who's pretty much established here, and the STDs have made a vow that they want a shot at those tag team titles.
Well, they feel like the Hossmen stole a victory from them last month.
I mean, I can't sit there and disagree with that. But the bottom line is this: the STDs right now are, I have to say, either in the 2 or 3 spot when it comes to the rankings. But what happens if the Runway is able to defeat them tonight? Where will they be in the rankings?
I mean, they definitely would have to slide down.
I mean, that would be egomania to see to see the Runway and of course ETF in the same ring. There'd be too much ego. We couldn't fit it in this building.
It'd also be a difference of styles and an immensely interesting matchup. But let's kind of focus on the match at hand. Is big backbreaker right there.
And right now, Couture, 1, 2, and only a 2 count.
Now both these guys are, you look at them from a veneer standard, they are high class, and it definitely shows their favorite colors are gold. Maybe that's telling us something. Maybe that's what they want in 2PW, is gold around their waist.
I mean, I think that's anywhere that the Runway wrestles. They want gold no matter what. And right now, they're showing why. Boot to the stomach. Here comes Couture. Big knee. And Klein. Effective tag team wrestling at its best. 1.
You got to love the confidence that they're coming in here. They're really coming after the STDs.
And oh, wait a minute now. That neck draped over the second rope. And Klein now. Couture's lining him up for something. Wait until the referee's back was turned. Couple shots and big chop by Klein. Tyler Klein is no slouch. We seen him here a couple months ago. I mean, unfortunately, on the losing end of a casket match against Bronco McBride. Back elbow by Futuristic. Has him off swinging around. Oh, I thought he was going to land it, but Klein, I mean, did you see what strength he had there? Just tossing Futuristic off of him. Big kick to the midsection. Klein has him. Oh my goodness. How's your face, Corey? 2. Only a 2 count.
Now, the thing I got to say about this, Klein and Couture. Bronco McBride just put a hot dog in my mouth. The thing about...
I don't want to know what you do on weekends, Tony. Let's talk about what's going on. These guys are just eating over here. I'm the biggest man at the table here, and I'm watching the match. I mean, you got to like what the Runway's doing. We've talked about this in every match that we've had. That's a tag team. They're cutting the circle in half, the ring in half. They're keeping to their corner, and Chest Flexor is just doing. They're
taking him out of the.
Yeah, he's out of the equation. But I want to know, whenever the ETF is around, everyone talks about Bob the Goon. But what about Ferrari over there, or Ginger? Do we have any concerns about that?
Well, there is a sentence, and it was burned into my head the first time I ever commentated for this company. Break. Pump Ferrari doesn't need the business. The business needs Pump Ferrari.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm just...
Did you see what he pulled out of his trunk? It's his measuring tape. He's getting his inseam, I think.
That is right. That was measuring tape. That was measuring tape.
Well, he is the one that designs every outfit that they wear.
I mean, these guys do design their own clothes, and I mean, as you can see, they're very... fancy. I'll say it. 1, 2, and I mean, these guys have style.
It's not fancy Thai fashion. I'm back. But
Oh, goody.
I will.
Well,
Here-
go ahead, Tony.
No,
sorry.
go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know if you know this, but I was talking to Runway in the back, and we're thinking of doing our own, like, Tim Gunn designers, make it work type show. Would you guys be into that?
Were you born as a liar, or did this develop over time? Because I doubt they'd give you the time of day.
It's a combination of things that have happened to me.
All right, big boot by Futuristic. Back to the match at hand, guys. And back elbow. Sorry to break up your squabble here, but right now Futuristic trying to gain back some momentum. I mean, oh!
And as impressive as that the Runway has been, this is what the STDs do. That you can't ever really count them out of a match. They'll pop up and, change it on a dime.
And right now, takes... And wait a minute, Futuristic tags Flexor in. Chest Flexor, fresh man in. Takes out Klein.
Not the pretty face.
Klein slow to get up, though, but he's trying to bat him on the other end. Oh, he sends his own partner into him.
Brilliant move by
Holy
Chest
shnikes.
Flexor there. Really, really reading the situation and establishing a dominant position.
And double noggin knocker, and Flexor taking control of this tag team match, showing why the STDs should be on top of the list to get a shot at the ETF. And right now, has him lined up. Enziguri and Couture getting out of harm's way. Here comes Klein. What was that, a book? That's a notebook.
That's his designer.
Wait a minute, there's Pump Ferrari. Pump Ferrari finally getting involved. Oh, wait, he got hit with the book.
And he got what he deserved. How dare he?
And wait, Ginger trips up Klein, and now Couture's surprised. He can't believe what he just seen.
I think
Outside interference. This is
I
just
think
not
Klein
right.
just took his own book to the face.
What is in that book is the question. Futuristic has him up for the suplex. Drops him face first. Couture's in trouble. Flexor has him. Rolls him up. Oh! Kind of like a 1, 2, 3, it's over.
Who loses this match? Was either Korbin, Futuristic, and Chest Flexor.
Tony, where were you on that? You guys talk about Bob Lagoon interfering all the time. What about that?
It was a finishing maneuver there.
You didn't see a book to the face?
I saw his own book, and his face fell into his own face.
If you really want to get technical, I hate to say it, Ty, Klein kind of decided his own fate by bringing the book into the ring.
He
and
was
from there, that's
checking
where
his
chaos
design.
ensues. Do you expect anything less when it comes to the STDs?
I can't hate that they took the opportunity to win. I definitely can't. I just like I hate the injustice on this commentary.
Injustice. Injustice.
In any case, Doc, shut up. The STDs win, and they establish what they're arguing, which is they should be #1 contenders, not the Board of Education. So we'll now have to see what happens come April.
It should be interesting.
Super Hentai making his way to the ring, getting a little bit of revenge, a little bit of redemption last month by knocking out the man dime, Elijah Dean, and that was all because Elijah Dean cost him a shot at the 2PW Heavyweight Championship, if you guys remember that correctly.
Yes, we remember it correctly. We were here. I mean, I was. I don't know where you were, but Super Hentai, of course, trying to show Elijah Dean, the man dime, who's the top dog between the two. Super Hentai has had a very sour look to his masked face all day.
I mean, he wants a shot at the man dime, but then again, a lot of... Okay, everybody get your toilet paper ready.
Let's go, guys. You know what time it is.
What time is it, Ty? Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let you have it.
All right, but that's your one. That's literally your one.
Just look at it.
Pennsylvania, weighing in at 195.69 pounds. He is the man down.
Elijah Dean making his way to the ring. Not well liked here. Probably the most arrogant man on God's green earth. Bottom line.
When you're that good, it's not arrogance, it's telling you like it is.
Okay, so if he's that good, I have to ask a question. Where's the 2PW? Oh, here we go! And oh my!
Yeah,
paper.
judging by this crowd, we know that it's a single ply.
I'm just saying, the man is the most hated man in this building, and what he needs to concentrate on, of course, is the seasoned veteran, that's right, Howling Fury himself, Super Hentai, staring across, trained out of Hayabusa, Japan. Wow, both these guys look like they want to go at it. And the bell has rung. Dean taking on Hentai tonight. The self-proclaimed Tom Brady of professional wrestling. Not as many titles as Tom Brady, you could say.
Well, I'm going to tell him you said that one.
He'll hear it. He'll yell at me like always.
Don't worry, I'll tell him.
Of course you will, Ty. You still do his dry cleaning too?
Hey, I pick up a few things.
All right, but back to the match at hand. Hentai now, clean break there, and Elijah Dean trying to lock it up here. And one thing about Hentai, what a powerhouse.
Yeah.
I mean,
For
unbridled strength.
For what you would define as a cruiserweight, he might be the strongest pound-for-pound cruiserweight I've ever seen.
And right now, these two locking it up here. And the man now pushed in the opposite corner. Hentai has to the count of 5, and he yanks him out. Yanks him out of harm's way, and now trying to pull that arm out of the socket of the Mandime. And we all know that the Mandime, one thing about him, that finishing maneuver, that makeover, that discus forearm that he just pretty much takes anybody out with. And you can see that Hentai's already going for the arms.
Well, Hentai is one of the most, how do I want to say this? He studies so much wrestling footage, whether it be on other networks or on IndieWrestling.us. He studies his opponents so well that he knows their weaknesses better than they know their own weaknesses. It's actually scary when you think about it, how much Hentai studies the game that is professional wrestling.
And right now, Hentai off the ropes, almost a hip toss. Hip toss by Hentai. Arm drag. And another. And Elijah Dean getting out of harm's way.
That's what he does best. He's going out to the outside. He's going to formulate a plan.
I don't think you should be saying that the Mandime's best strength is running away.
I'm talking about the brain. Taking a break, re-strategizing, coming back in. That's a good compliment.
He's getting his brain bashed in by Super Hentai right now. What are you talking about?
And the panty dropper showstopper just had his face dropped off the side of the apron there, guys. And right now, Super Hentai, a man possessed, he wants a shot at that 2PW title. You know,
did you see some mouth breather just slap him?
Well, Hentai held him. I mean, sometimes the crowd gets a little too involved here. And missile drop kick applied, landed 1, 2, and only a 2 count, says our referee CJ Sensation.
Hentai is throwing everything he has at the Mandime. He's throwing the book at him right now, and I don't know if Mandime has an answer. Just as I say that, reversal picks him up. And wait, reversal of his own. And CJ Sensation just saw his light flash before his eyes.
Oh, wait a minute. And Dean with the kick to the peanuts. Good Lord. I mean, that has to take a lot, too. How's Mandime's heel? But right now, delivering the right shots, the Mandime, and Hentai's hurt, guys. Hentai is hurt.
That low blow to Hentai, that's an effective maneuver to many men, but to Hentai, that saps most of his strength, really.
I mean, his heel, Mandime's heel just, ouch. That's all I'm going to say, guys.
It's pointed. Ouch. It's a pointed heel.
And right now, Elijah Dean taking advantage. Oh, whoa. Did you see Hentai try to slap him?
Hentai's still a fighter. He's a fighter.
One thing about Super Hentai we can say, we've seen him. I mean, claw, kick, whatever it takes to get to the top, and he's done it before. And he wants to do it again here for the 2PW heavyweight title, but he has to go through Elijah Dean first to get a shot at our champion. 1, 2, and no. Elijah Dean still bitter.
I got him. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Still bitter for losing to the juggernaut John Rodin.
I got to say, I agree with the man down. That was a really slow count.
No, it was a fair count by CJ Sensation. What the man that needs to do is focus exactly on how he wants to attack Super Hentai. If his goal is to ground Hentai and pound him into submission, that's how it's supposed to go. But he has to develop a game plan because Hentai's smart enough to counter just random throws.
Back elbow by Dean and senton. 1, 2, and no. I mean, did you see one thing about Elijah Dean? So quick, but everything is so lethal when it comes to this man. I mean, it's everything from his offensive to he just applies it, and you blink your eyes, and he's doing something else. Like right now, punch after punch. The man is pound for pound one of the best we have here in 2PW. I'll admit that.
But is Elijah Dean too focused right now? Because he's
Did you just ask if he's too focused?
No, I was saying
1, 2, and go ahead, Tony.
Is he too focused on outside things? Referees, fans. 1, 2 count.
Toilet paper.
1, 2. We see this happen to Elijah Dean 1, 2, over and over again, where he loses focus, and that is what costs him a match. We see it every time, day in, day out.
Well, right now, I hope he has a game plan, especially against Super Hentai, who's been in this business for over, I have to say, 20 years? Clothesline, and did you see the Mandine flip on that one?
I mean, it's no secret that Mandime is my guy. But I have a lot of respect for Hentai and what he can do in there. But I just think, Tony, you were saying that he looks like he's focused on other things. He is very focused when he enters the ropes. When he's in the ropes, he's one of the best that we have.
And then as the match progresses, he focuses on the outside things. The moment the toilet paper hits the ring, he's lost his focus.
I'm here to tell you right now, the man does not care about single-ply toilet paper. He only gets out of bed for 3-ply.
Big shots by Hentai to the Mandime, and the Mandime
off the ropes. Hentai the clothesline. Another one, and Hentai starting to come back now, build some momentum here. Has him, Russian leg sweep. Rolls him up, 1, 2, and no. Only a 2 count, says CJ Sensation.
I do have to point this out to Ty. I say this because I think Elijah Dean is one of the purest forms of God-given talent I've ever seen in a wrestling ring.
Ouch.
Big chops
without nipples, because Hentai just took him into the second crowd. And oh, wait now. Dime trying to come back with his own. Chop for chop, these guys. Oh, my goodness. And here comes Dean off the ropes. Was going for a flying body press. Look at the strength of Hentai. Caught him in midair. Has him up.
Thumbs down.
Big power slam. It's landed. Here comes the cloverleaf. He's not getting out of that. Wait a minute. Twists him over. This is it. Mandime's going to tap, guys. Nobody gets out of this.
Don't count the Mandime out.
He has to get to those ropes because he's not going to break it, especially with the brute force and straight.
Oh, there's the break.
Did you see how he flipped his hips and was able to flip it right there and get to the ropes just in time?
Yes, there was a dip in his hips. When I dip, you dip.
I hate you, Tony.
I have nothing for that. Okay, big slap. Mandime off the ropes now. Has him up.
Oh,
Hentai
my.
returning the favor. How's your Olsen twins? Elijah Dean, good Lord.
Man, Hentai might have just turned the Mandime into 2 nickels.
I hate when you say that.
I have nothing
I've
for
said
that
multiple times, and Doc laughs like an idiot every single time.
And off the ropes, Here comes Hentai. Wait, did he just drag the referee in front of him?
Well, the referee's not doing anything about these
That
low
should be a
blows.
disqualification right there.
We're past that, dog.
Wait a minute. Wait, he has something in his knuckles. He had brass knuckles.
Here's your receipt.
You can't believe this. Are you serious?
Guess what time it is, fellas?
Elijah Dean victorious, using the referee and then using a pair of brass knuckles. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's a callback to what happened last month.
I understand.
He got his receipt.
Yeah, you know what, Doc? I'm sorry to agree with Ty again, but I agree with Ty again. Hentai opened the salvo with that shot, and Elijah Dean looked like he just bookended the whole thing by going tit for tat and hit him with his own foreign object.
When you say when you're a wrestler at a level of Elijah Dean and a wrestler at a level of Super Hentai, both clawing and kicking back up for that 2PW title, I can understand they're going to pull anything out of their arsenal, and tonight was just not Super Hentai's night. The four Hossmen making their way to the ring. Well, two members of the four Hossmen. That's right, Jami, Jameson, the Country Hammer, and the sexy fireman, Jason Tyler. This is a match, and I hate to say it, guys, I'm going to say it. Jami Jameson has requested this match.
Why do you hate to say that? That is the
Because
fact.
I fear the men that are about to walk out that curtain that are going to be taking on Jameson and Tyler.
I don't. This is what Jami Jameson wanted. He wanted this match. He wanted this. He signed up for this. He called for it. Asked Marshall Gambino point blank. He wanted this match. I don't feel bad for Jami Jameson. I feel bad for the sexy fireman of anyone in the four Hossmen. But this is what Jameson wanted.
Yeah, but do you think maybe, just maybe for once, and you know me, I'm good friends with these guys.
Yeah.
Do you think they maybe bit off a little more than they can chew?
If they did, that's on them. No one else but them.
I will say this, guys. These are two bad dudes entering the ring right now. And Jami Jameson's coming in a little underweight right now. I gotta see what he has left in the tank. Coming off of such a difference between 2 months ago and now, there's a lot of weight loss there. It's hard to find your body in that totality.
First of all, I think Jameson looks the best he ever has in his career. Second of all, I'm going to say this right there. Collectively known, right, as the chapter, Korbin, Bourne, and Remy LaVey. We've seen Remy LaVey in this ring.
Well,
He just beats people up. He twists their minds.
We've seen Korbin Bourne too. Like we
Well, I want to give Remy a little bit of props here because the simple fact is this: Korbin Bourne knew who to call in this matchup right away.
yeah.
Well, the odds are even now. You know, we finally get an even playing field.
The question is, Jason Tyler, I hope he's ready, and I hope his mind's been in the gutter lately, if you saw my last interview. So,
Maybe a dance with the culmination is what brings the sexy fireman back to snuff. But I wouldn't want to dance with the culmination to get my mind back to center.
the question is, I was able to speak to Corbett Bourne earlier, and he said, I'm going to keep the hashtag alive, which you created, Tony, Hashtag just Jami.
It was Ty that created it. It was not me. It was Ty.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
pardon me.
Thanks,
Well, whoever created it, I sure as hell didn't. But right
No,
now,
you don't create anything creative in your life.
and now the sexy fireman thrown in the opposite corner, and Bourne now starting things off here with Tyler. And I'm surprised Jameson didn't just beg Tyler for a tag there, because he wants to get his hands on Korbin Bourne. But right now, the sexy fireman just those ham hocks to the face, big clothesline, and Korbin Bourne just right up from
Wait,
those.
look at Jamie Jameson. He wants it. And that's not the normal country hammer. That's Black Label Jamie Jameson. That's a little bit stronger for you, baby.
And these two face to face. They're about to get it on. Returning it. Here we go.
Line drawn.
Oh, he's asking. He drew the line. He's at. Wait. Oh, and Korbin
come
Bourne has
on.
tagged in
He's not gonna
the
give him-
Mindbender.
He's not going to give him
Remy
the
LaVey.
satisfaction.
Again with the mind games. And now the country hammer. Oh, he's drawing a
New
line
line.
for Remy. He just drew a line for Remy now. And the line's been crossed with the country hammer tossing LaVey. And now Remy LaVey. Oh, country hammer calling this his house. I mean, the crowd is definitely behind the Hossmen in this one. But then again, I've heard some Culmination fans. So we got pretty much, I have to say, maybe a split crowd here. Rolls him up. LaVey, 1, 2. Could you imagine that quick pin? Hammer has his mind so full right now about Korbin Bourne that LaVey is going to take advantage of that, guys. You know this. Only a 2 count.
Well, it looks like Jamie's been able to keep really focused on LaVey, which is surprising considering how much the Mindbender bends minds, for lack of a better term. He is the master of mind games.
And now one half of the chapter in the corner of the Hossmen. What can happen here? And now the sexy fireman tagged back in. There's a 5 o'clock fire somewhere. Off the ropes he goes. Back elbow and that shoulder from Jameson. My God, how's your face, LaVey?
Well, considering LaVey and Bourne are chapter of the Culmination, that is, it is amazing how much these two tag teams have experience with each other, teaming up together. And what I mean by that is both these teams are very focused on the same issues. Right now, both of these teams are focused on hurting the other team.
What happened was they just...
Wait, look over there. Korbin Bourne is taking Sexy Fireman right to the face, kicking and throwing him into the post.
Again, but when you were talking about focus, I mean, I was just going to say the referee's focus was taken away, and of course, Korbin Bourne taking advantage of a weakened Sexy Fireman, Jason Tyler. And right now, on the outside, Korbin Bourne is just beating the living hell out of the Sexy Fireman, and now in the ring, roll back in. LaVey has the fireman, and Jami asking for the tag. That's the question. Jami has to not only stay focused on Bourne, but he has to maintain some of that focus on LaVey. He wants Bourne like no other. But again, oh, here we go. Oh, now he just drew a line. Here comes the country hammer, and the referees, again, the chapter has the Sexy Fireman in the corner, and they are just taking it to it.
Well, Jamie Jameson needs to be smarter than that. He can't get sucked into the mind games because it's going to put more damage on Jason Tyler. Jamie Jameson knows tag team wrestling. This is not smart.
I will say this. I like a lot about the country hammer. I know I say that he's just Jamie. I like a lot of him, but he needs to get it right in between the ears in this match.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
my goodness.
You are right.
And right now, LaVey has Tyler hanging there. Does he want to drop him on his head? And oh, big shot.
He has him hung up almost in a...
Here comes Bourne off. Big drop kick, and Tyler had nowhere to go. I mean, even though that drop kick was powerful, I mean, the ropes just held him in there. 2-0.
Well, that meant he couldn't protect himself, and that drop kick took its full blow right to his chest.
And have you noticed a little something? Bourne has been staying away from Jamie Jameson.
Well, when he went off the ropes, he gave him a look, and you can see the hammer's been irate. He's kind of pacing like an animal in a cage. He does one out, but He's got to focus on this tag match and not just Bourne.
If you want to rank teams, I would say that the Country Hammer and the Sexy Fireman might be more pound for pound stronger, but the mind games of the Culmination play are clearly taking them, Sexy Fireman and Jameson, the Hossmen, out of their element.
And right now, though, LaVey. Oh, wait a minute. Reversal, though, by the fireman. Picks him up. That's a bear hug. If I ever saw one, squeezing the life out of LaVey is the Sexy Fireman. And, oh, his ears are ringing after that one. And in the corner of Bourne and LaVey is Tyler. And, oh, boy, here they go. Kicking and just beating the living hell out of the Sexy Fireman. All Jameson could do is watch. Tag team wrestling at its finest. I mean, they're keeping, like I said before, I'll say it again, keeping their weakened foe in the corner, and they are playing it smart here.
Jameson has not sniffed the match since the opening salvo.
Well, you got to think about, we're talking about the psychology in this match. Think about Jameson, what he has to watch the Sexy Fireman getting boots to the face over and over after tag after tag. That's going to play in mind. That's his brother over there, and he's watching him get beat to a pulp.
And that's probably something that the Culmination talked about before they entered the building tonight. Exactly how to attack Jameson.
We talked about some wrestlers on this roster about no wasted motions. There's no wasted mental advantage that this tag team has not taken. Any liberty that they can get to get rid of that space in Jamie's head, they're going to do it.
Wow, what a shot that was, too. My God, held him up and just pretty much the whole weight of Korbin Bourne just went into the face of Jason Tyler. And right now, this crowd trying to get behind. My God, this crowd is so mixed here, guys. It's unreal. I'm hearing cheers for Bourne, but I'm hearing cheers for the Hossmen, too.
Well, I'm hearing cheers for the Hossmen, but I'm hearing cheers for Jami. The fans want to see Jami get in this match. They want to see what started with Korbin versus Jameson.
I know, they wanted that match to continue. Korbin Bourne, of course, walking out and getting counted out. Big clothesline by LaVey.
And look at this match here. Now that the
1, 2, and no.
Go ahead. That there's no advantage, and it's 2-on-2 instead of 2-on-1. Look at the tides have turned.
Well, it's because the Culmination has completely cut this into a handicap match, for lack of a better term. It's been Jason Tyler versus Culmination this entire match, basically.
And if you're going to target one of the Hossmen, who are you going to target? It makes sense. It makes sense.
Well, it looks like the Sexy Fireman might be trying to get steam back,
but LaVey just keeps taking it away. Every sniff of redemption, every sniff of, hey, I'm going to get this back. Tornado DDT. Good Lord. 1, 2, and no. LaVey should have rolled that leg up, and finally he smartens up and no.
Little too late.
I mean, I think if he rolled that leg up, he might have had Tyler.
Credit to Jason Tyler for being so strong and taking this punishment, but at some point, you just got to kind of go unconscious for 3 seconds from the beating that you're taking.
And right now, LaVey going to that top rope. Tyler's slow to get up. He's starting to get up. I hope LaVey has a game plan here. Korbin falls on him. And right now, LaVey just landed on his Jonas Brothers. He's sore. Big shot by the Sexy Fireman. And now what is Tyler going to do here? Tyler's to the second rope.
That's a big man on the second rope.
I don't know if we have ring reinforcements for this.
Oh, God.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, God! Puts out the fire! What a superplex by Tyler. And LaVey is down. This is where Tyler needs to wake up. Tyler needs to make that tag. Look at Jameson over there. He is just begging. He's salivating.
A tag is paramount right now.
By the way, LaVey's going over the Bourne here. Bourne's been tagged in. Here comes Jameson. Bourne and Jameson. Jameson and Bourne. Clothesline after clothesline. Here comes LaVey. And German. Holy shnikes. Has him up. Swing around and lands him. Corbin Bourne is regretting life right now, folks.
I don't know if Jami got all of that, though.
Oh,
He got
Jami
enough
landed
of it.
He got enough of it, but I don't know if he got all of it.
Here he comes. Clothesline. He takes him out. The chapter has been written off. This crowd getting behind. Here comes
They're on their feet. They're on their feet. Here we go.
Suicide dive. Oh my God. There is bodies and carnage everywhere.
And Jameson is up.
And Jameson, the country hammer, rolls Bourne back in. That's the man he been wanting to get his hands on the whole match. Bourne in trouble here.
Jameson on the
Corbin
top
Bourne
rope
now. He's been known to find his own chapter, but right now, oh! Senton landed. 1, 2. Oh! And LaVey pulls the ref out.
Very smart.
Extremely smart right there by LaVey to remove the referee from the equation and quote the Raven, nevermore.
You knew he couldn't get in there to break it up, so he took the referee out, the next best thing.
That is intelligence personified. But now LaVey, Jason Tyler trying to run at LaVey, and LaVey dodges it.
And he ran into the stairs, Tony.
He ran into a lot of things, least of which the
Wait a
stairs.
minute, LaVey has something in his hand. He has a fork. I can use that right now, but he has a fork. What's he gonna do with it? He's gonna try to stab him.
Misses it.
Kick to the midsection. Has the. Oh my God!
Oh,
No,
God.
no, no, no.
It's time for dinner.
He's trying to stab him.
The
the
ref
referee
just
sees it.
catches it.
Rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. It's over. The Hossmen are victorious.
Well, it doesn't look like the Hossmen are very victorious right now. Corbin, Bourne, and LaVey are now attacking Jason Tyler. Jason Tyler tried to get them both off of. Oh! Jameson, but the culmination is now going to town.
I mean, the Hossmen get the 1, 2, 3, but they are sure as hell not getting the glory right now.
And they have now stepped and targeted. Here comes the rest of the Hossmen.
Here comes Archer. Here comes LeBell. All 4 Hossmen are in the ring.
Culmination made a critical mistake here. They came to the. Oh, wait a minute!
Wait a minute. Here comes Bronco and Isiah Wolf. And, yeah,
It's
there's
Chase Gold!
what? I think he's still trying to get into the group here.
What is going on here?
This is mass hysteria at its.
You walk out putting 4s up, this is what you're gonna get.
Bronco just took out LeBell. Wolf and Bronco just took out LeBell. Oh, kick to the peanuts by Chase Gold, and the culmination has gotten out of here. Chase Gold. Wait a minute, Bronco's accepted him.
Oh no. The culmination hasn't left yet.
No, and they have chairs. They have chairs.
You know, it would have been nice to come out with a win, but they're gonna come out with a statement today.
Oh! Into the dome. Corbin Bourne has taken out Jameson with that chair.
Corbin's telling LaVey to get Jason Tyler up.
He's methodically instructing him.
And this is what the chapter of the culmination is known for. This is destruction.
They're gonna do it again. They got Jameson.
No, they
again.
got another thing
No,
coming.
no!
Drop kick to the chair, right to Jameson's face.
Night, night, Jami.
Guys, I mean, the Hossmen got the victory. They won the battle, but they have not won this war. And what's Corbin's just sitting there looking at the artwork, you could say, that he's created. There is Hossmen bodies everywhere.
Did you read Corbin Bourne's lips right there? This is my bleeping house. And the culmination have made a statement to the Hossmen tonight. You are nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, the sexy fireman, Jason Tyler, and the country hammer, Jami Jameson, the 4 Hossmen.
The security is in the ring right now, trying to clean up. We got referees trying to help referees. We got security trying to help the Hossmen. And the culmination is just left destruction.
Yeah, but not just culmination. You gotta factor in McBride. You gotta factor in Wolf and Chase Gold.
Yeah, what does
who's
that
now
mean?
been accepted.
I don't know what it means, guys, but
I can say this, guys, and I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you off, Tony. I was just gonna say it. The Hossmen, I know these guys. These are great guys, but they are planning this takeover. They have a lot of enemies. That's all there is to it, and you've just seen it here tonight. And like I said, all 4 Hossmen were victorious here tonight in their matches, but
at what cost?
Exactly, what cost? John Rodin, the Juggernaut, our 2PW heavyweight champion, making his way to the ring. And can you just hear the crowd? I can't even hear myself think right now.
Well, hold on. It looks like Juggernaut wants to say something.
Wait a minute, Rodin got the mic. He wants to say a little something.
The music.
Looks like they want Rodin wants the music cut. He wants to say something, and our sound guys in the back are.
I'm going to make this short and sweet since we don't got a lot of time. There's been a lot of rumors going around ever since I got this championship that maybe I've fallen off. Maybe I've lost my way because I went and got engaged. Because I wanted to try and start a family outside of professional wrestling. They say I lost my edge. Listen up. This goes to the locker room and it especially goes to Bulk Nasty. You do not get this championship from being lazy. You do not get this championship from taking days off. You do not get this championship by resting on your laurels. You know what it takes? It takes an unforgiving amount of sacrifice. To stand atop the mountain. It takes long nights. It takes working at a job that you can't stand, risking your life every single day to chase a dream. For 10 years, to chase a dream. Sure as hell, you don't get this by being some big bastard like Bulk Nasty. Bulk, you knock me down time and time again, but everybody here has seen it, that I've always gotten back up. You can't break John Rodin, so get your ass out here, Big Nasty, and let's fight!
Okay, those are strong words. You do not call... the man that's about to walk out here is known as the walking crime scene.
After that speech, he might be the walking homicide case. Bulk Nasty looks like he wants to murder the Juggernaut.
To be fair, that's how he always looks at all times.
Yeah, you would be aware of that. I am aware of that too, and so is Doc. He has given us all the death stare because Bulk Nasty is the scariest man in 2PW, period. Straight up.
In my eyes, he is one of the scariest men to ever don the squared circle here.
I don't think this is gonna go
fast. Misses that clothesline, and there we go. Rodin calling out Bulk Nasty. First of all, I can't believe he called him a bitch. Second of all, big clothesline, and here comes the Juggernaut is ready for him. big, torpedoed himself right into his ribs. Here he comes again. He is throwing everything he can, including the kitchen sink, at Bulk Nasty.
Wow. He almost got Bulk Nasty up. And Bulk is shook.
I don't think I've ever seen Bulk act like that. Rolling out
It's
as
legit,
fast as possible.
That's the closest thing I've ever seen to that is Frankenstein when he met fire the first time. That is a scared monster, not a scary monster. Bulk Nasty seems shook.
I mean, this crowd is starting to antagonize the team. That's a suicide dive! Nobody saw that coming. Here he comes again. Oh, wait a minute. Bulk caught him up and... Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. He slammed him. Oh, my God. Did you see Rodin bounce off the apron?
Well, he just slammed him so hard on the hardest part of the ring apron, that he made a target on his back. John Rodin is going to have muscles seized up like nobody's business, and Bulk Nasty is eating.
Bulk Nasty had just walked on the spine of the champion.
And that's gonna play into, if you've noticed in the last couple of months, Rodin's always had a wrap around his ribs. Hitting him in the back of that spine is gonna also target those ribs, make it harder to breathe. And then now he's doing a bear hug. That's something that Bulk Nasty has deep within inside him. Yeah, he got shook, but he bounces back and comes back with unbridled strength.
I mean, he was squeezing the ribs, guys. Squeezing the ribs. Big clothesline by the man known as Bulk Nasty. And do you think Rodin is kind of regretting his speech and his all-out assault at the beginning of the match? I sure is.
Well, it was a heartfelt speech and statement, and I appreciate John being honest and talking about how things are going. But you do that when you're facing a rookie, not Bulk Nasty.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Last time they met up, it was a brutal match to Rodin, but he got the small package to win.
Right, that was during the chase for the gold tournament. The second round, John Rodin faces Bulk Nasty. Bulk Nasty beats the ever-loving piss out of John Rodin, and John Rodin gets the roll-up victory, and then he gets more of the piss beat out of him.
I mean, what can I say, guys? When it comes to chasing for the gold, we got a lot of competitors doing that right now, especially two that we saw earlier with Hentai and Dean. But right now, that man right there, he's not just chasing the gold. I mean, he is taking out barriers, buildings, and cars, whatever it takes. And Bulk right now in control of this matchup. And my God, Rodin is just getting tossed.
Did you see Rodin with the left and the right? It didn't even phase Bulk.
Straps are down for Bulk Nasty, and that usually doesn't mean good things for his opponent.
Bulk is one scary individual, and right now he is just putting that size, probably 15, into the back of Rodin. Rodin can't even get up, and Bulk is choking him. Bulk is punishing him. This isn't even about the title right now. This is about inflicting pain.
But talking about the title here, I got to ask a question, and maybe I don't headbutt to the gut, and it did nothing to Bulk.
It's like batting a child away.
At some point, John Rodin's going to have to start thinking about that fiance he mentioned earlier, and whether getting murdered by Bulk Nasty is a good
Look at
career
the power
choice.
of Bulk and sidewalk slam. I mean, he picked him up like he was nothing. 1, 2, Bulk, you have to roll up the champ. You can't.
John Rodin, you have to lay down maybe. Maybe it's not Bulk's problem right now. Maybe John Rodin needs to just say no
First
mas.
of all, you know as well as I do, John Rodin does not lay down for anybody. John Rodin would sacrifice everything he has to keep that gold around his waist.
But what? So many sacrifices. What does that do on your body?
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh my God! I mean, he just mocked his whole speech.
Night, Juggernaut. Wait a minute.
Juggernaut now getting out of there. Has him. Spinebuster double A style.
And that might have been the last act of a desperate man, but it gave him the time he needed.
Yes. Just I'd say like a minute, maybe 2. I mean, Bulk is recollected. Bulk's already walking around like nothing happened.
Yeah, but he's walking around in the
Wait,
and
he's
Rodin's
getting
some. Much needed. Oh, there's
that's
a chair.
a chair. And a fan lost a souvenir.
This is
okay.
not good.
So wait a minute. Wow. Bulk Nasty letting the fan know. Oh, and the bell, ring the bell. Bulk Nasty using that chair. I don't think Bulk even cared that this was for the 2PW title.
No, I don't think he gave a damn.
If Bulk wants the title, he'll get it. This is a message from last time.
Wait a minute. Oh, no. CJ, get the hell out of there. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee CJ Sensation has disqualified Bulk Nasty. Therefore, the winner of this match and still
Look.
PW Top Prospect Champion.
Wait a minute.
The Juggernaut, John Rodin.
No! CJ Sensation has been taken out. I can't believe he slapped Bulk. Picks him up again. Oh my God. No! Somebody has to get out here. We need security. We need people out here to stop. Bulk has lost it. He has lost it completely. Power slam by Bulk Nasty.
That's the last I'm ringing that bell. I'm not ringing it. If Bulk hears me ring it now, he'll murder me. I'm not ringing it.
Don't touch the damn bell. All right, Bulk wants to fight the fans now.
Bulk wants anyone.
Hold up.
What is your problem?
Thank God Marshall's out here.
You're acting like a little baby. I wouldn't want to have to kick your ass. But you want to act like a baby? You want to act like a child? I'll treat you like a child, you dumb bastard. Since we're not here next month, you already April 11th. You know what? You can take that show off. So hey, take 2 months and think about it.
Did he just suspend him from April's show?
Yeah. Yes, he did. Bulk Nasty has been
And if
suspended.
you continue when you come back, you will never get a shot at that championship. Ever.
Oh, wait a minute. Marshall, get the hell out of there, buddy.
Hold on. Marshall, get out of there, bud.
No, wait.
I don't think you understood what I said. Either you get the hell out of this building, or I will fire your ass on the spot. Touch me, and you won't have to worry about working here anymore. It's your call. Hey, have a great day, Junior.
Guys,
I peed a little. I'm not gonna lie.
guys, I can't believe what I just seen. We got to get medical help out to John Rodin.
But I mean,
This has been one hell of a show here.
Once again, your winner by way of disqualification and still your 2PW Top Prospect Champion, the Juggernaut, John Rodin!
John Rodin victorious, but not in the manner that we would have seen. Guys, I can't wrap my head around this. First of all, Bulk Nasty suspended for the April show here for Prospect Pro Wrestling. I can't believe just the onslaught that we've seen.
that's it. That's all we can say. I mean, John Rowan victorious, Bulk Nasty suspended, and I'm scared shitless. Good night, everyone.
Good night. It only happens once in a leap year, you could say.
as always, guys, it's your pleasure to be with me.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.